Hello, my name is Keshav, and here in this video I will explain you how you can write your first KQL query. In some cases, people are new to the log analytics or to the Azure Sentinel or to the Microsoft Defender 365, and they get a task to write a KQL query. Sometimes it becomes difficult to think from where to start because once you are new, you don't know how to write the KQL query or from where to start or what all operators you have to use. So in this video, what I will do is I will share my approach, how I start working on writing the queries, or how I start when I get a task to write any KQL queries. So in this video, I will talk about very basic operators that I feel are must for the beginner. So we will talk about the operators. We will not discuss the theoretical piece in the depth. My approach would be to show you how I start writing the queries. Probably you can also follow the same approach or a different approach, but I feel like it's quite easy to write the KQL query when I go in this approach. So yeah, let's talk about this. So I have named this session as my first KQL queries, and in this I will talk about approach and about the basic commands. You can reach out to my blog. It's azuresecmon.com. So yeah, uh, so what is KQL? Uh, KQL is a Kusto query language. Uh, it's a read-only request that we make over the log analytics workspace or a sentinel or inside the defender or Azure Data Explorer to fetch the data. So our workspace has a big amount of data, huge amount of data, and we want to see what is inside the data. So this KQL query can be used to pull up the data, and we can then arrange the result into the desired format according to our requirement. So this language is quite expressive. I mean, it's easy to read, and there are a lot of help available. Even when you open your KQL Explorer in the Azure Sentinel or the Log Analytics, there are a lot of help available. So if you are from the SQL background, you may find like the structure is similar. The way we write the things are quite similar, so you can consider it as a very similar to the SQL, but they are not the SQL query, they are the KQL queries. So quick theory will not take more than 1 or 2 minutes, and then we will jump to the assignment ways, like what I assignment got and how I will approach on it. So the data is stored in the workspace in form of the table. I'm giving you a high level definition. In more details, like if you go, you will understand how data is stored, but at a very high level, when you are a beginner, you can just assume that data is stored into the different tables, and we have to find out the right table, and then we can query that particular tables, or we can apply the join or a union or anything over those tables to fetch out the reports or to fetch out the data. So okay, let's first jump to the assignment that I got, and then we will talk about this operator. So my project lead or a manager has given me a task that I have to find the list of the application or the portal where user is signed in or where user logged in the last 30 days. So whenever you get any requirement, just try to write it down. Once you can write it in the statement, then you can break those statement into the KQL. That's my approach. I try to gather as much information as possible, and then I write it into the statements. I divide into the points, and then I start approaching the KQL. So the more description about this task is like we need to go to the Azure Sentinel portal and make a list of the application site or the portal where user logged into the last 30 days. So let's jump to the another important piece that's called the important operator. There are a lot of important operator, but I feel like these three are the very basic that everyone should know, and we can start working using these search, distinct, and the project operator. So search operator is used for searching any data. Distinct is used to deduplicate or to display the unique data or the unique data stored into the tables, and project is to select the particular columns that we want to see. Not all column or the column that get displayed we may not be interested. We just want to see about the columns where our which we want to see or which are very important to our need. So yeah, let's jump to the portal. Again, I will go to the assignment. So I need to find the list of the application or the portal where user signed in or login. So now I'm very new to the Sentinel and to the Azure log analytics. I don't know like from where to start. So I will just try to find a clue in this. What could be the clue? What could be the keyword where I can which I can use for starting my search. So couple of clues, uh, user signed in, or one could be the login, or there could be any clue that you find it, but I will just make use of these two particular clue. So I think this login keyword can be used for searching the database because we need to find out the list of the user where they logged in last 30 days. So I will just start this. So I will just make use of the Azure Sentinel. The same query can run anywhere on the log analytics, data explorer, or the defender. Approach would be the same, operators would be the same. It's just that I'm using the Sentinel. So in Sentinel, to find out the data, let's go to the logs. Logs is something where our raw, like from where we can view the data. So remember, we need to go to the logs, and once you open it you will get lot of hint. So once you are familiar with the basic of the KQL, how queries are designed, then you can easily make use of these library. They are very useful. They have lot of example that can be used in a day-to-day life. So I will just cancel this for a moment, and then here is kind of a history or the search thing that we can use. So if you remember in the task, I find out keywords. So I will make use of these keywords. So I will just start with search. Search is the basic operator that we are going to use. So it's a similar to the SQL statement. So here I will just try to find out what all information I have for the keyword login. So I ran this query for the last 24 hours, no results, but don't be scared. Just try to search it for a longer duration. So what I will do is I will just try to, okay, I will just not go into the complex thing. I will select 7 days from here. Okay, so data is actually stored in the tables. Everything is stored in the table. If you know some basic, then you can directly approach the table. So these are the tables which we have in our workspace, or these are the tables for our workspace where data is stored. But I don't know in which table I will get the information about the login, about the user login. So I will just use the search login. This will help me in finding out the data from the login point of view. So I use the keywords login, and I'm just trying to understand what all data I have. So I will just collapse this one so that I can have a bigger view. So in this I got around 25 records. My environment is quite small. In a real-time environment you will get more than 2500 records. So I can see we have the sign-in table, like lot of entries are there. So I will just try to explore it. To explore it, just click on this greater than symbol. So here I will get a list of the table or about the data which is there. That data can be used for passing. So right now I'll see a good amount of data, but our approach would be to first identify the correct table where our data is stored. So now to identify the correct table, I will use the distinct operator. So this will give me the list of the table where distinct list of the table where I have entry for the keyword login. So I will use this dollar table. So dollar table will display the name of the tables where our data is stored. And so what I'm doing is I'm searching the login, and then I'm applying a operation like to show me about the tables. where our data is stored. So let me run this query. So this will give me the list of the tables where my data is stored. So once you are able to reach this point, then you can start making use of the Google search or a Bing search. I mean, you can use search for understanding. So right now I just got a name of one particular table. So remember, nobody knows about each and every table. People may be expert, they may be knowing about many tables, but you cannot expect from anyone to know about all the tables. So the best approach would be, if you get a name of the table, then try to find about that table. So what I will do is, I will use this as our sentinel plus the name of the table, so that I can have some basic understanding sign in logs. So here actually it's very generic keywords. As for sentinel, I will use table sign in logs. So this is the article. There could be the Microsoft article or someone else article, but uh, I will use this one. Okay, let's go to this one, the first one. So here somebody tries to explain what is sign-in logs. This table contain information about the sign-in logs of the Azure Active Directory. You will find where user have tried to log in. So that means we are very close to our findings. I mean, we can, if we make use of this table, then we can get our data. So it's, I mean, it's completely acceptable. You do a Google search or try to find out about the sign-in logs or about the table where we can have the data. Like this kind of a table you can find out, article you can find out, but right now uh, like let's not spend much time on doing this Google search. We will jump on this one, signed in. Okay, so I found the list of the sign-in logs. This is the table where we have to where we can at least get the information about the login. So what I will do is, either I can write my query here, or I will just open one more tab by clicking on the plus. So remember, data is stored into the table. So let's explore this table. So to explore any table, you just have to write the name of the table, and in the sentinel we have this IntelliSense. So like this can give me information about the sign-in logs. I will just select this one, select the time for the last 7 days and run. So this is the list of the data which I have. So remember, I said like we have the list of the table available on the left side. So you can explore this way also. You can find it out from here also. Sign in logs, you can click on this one, and this will give you much information, or you can click on this one to get the more information. But anyways, let's start our search. So I ran the data for the, I ran a query to explore the table. So I just wrote the name of the table sign-in logs, and here I have the data. Now what we are trying to do is find the list of the application portal where user signed in. So I will not make use of much statements. Let's try to be focus on UI. We will try to do it more from the UI point of view. So let's study what is there. So this is the time generated resource ID, operator name. Lot of information is there. Result description. Is there something that I can use? Okay, so I can make use of the app display name, where I can find out which all application, because this app display name is giving me something like where user logged in for the last 7 days. Okay, so let's do that. Let's try to find out. So what we will do is, okay, so now I got a list of the uh, about this one, uh, about the app display name where user logged in the, like this is displaying the name of the application where user logged in. So let's do one thing. Let's apply this one distinct operator so that we can get a list of the application where user logged in. So I will just say distinct. Distinct is to get the distinct unique things. So I will just write distinct and then I will write the name of the table. So app display name is the name of the table, let it be last 7 days. So this will give me information where our user logged in into the uh, last 7 days. But this information, I think it's good for beginner. I mean, this is where you can get the list, but we what we want is, if we want to make out a table where on one side we have the name of the user and on other side we have the name of the name of the application. So what we will do is we will just write we will apply distinct over the two columns. So let's say user display name. So user display name, so this is just giving me the name. Let's say if we have any UPN or anything, you can make use of the this IntelliSense. So let's say UPN, let's say user principal name. So this way it could be something like distinct. So this way we are getting the list of the uh, things which we want to generate, but it could be something that we may need more information. So let's open one more tab. We are very close to our listing. So I will just again search for the query sign and logs, and let's see what all information can be useful. So here, like we have lot of columns, it's becoming quite difficult to understand. So if you are facing any difficulty to understand, then make use of project will only show you the tables where which you want to see. So we will just write the name of the table. So by this, right now I'm not interested in any GUID or a time frame, so I will just write the name of the tables which I am interested. So let's say operation name, not interested in the operation version. Let's put the category, and not interested in signature, these all things. Not interested in the result description. Maybe let's say directly interested in the app display name, and something like here you may not see a lot of information, so you can just explore this way. Say I am interested in, okay, let's take the location, app display name, and let's take user display name, user display name, and then user principal name. So let's make use of this much of information. So when I run the project, it's going to show me all entries in these tables. So right now I can see these tables, right? And I just want to see for the last 7 days. So this will not give me the information about the unique things. I want a unique thing. So let's try to merge these query. Let's see how it works. So I will copy this distinct from here. So let's see how it works. Okay. So I have applied the distinct, and now why I can see that red, because I am only displaying these many columns, and in these columns we don't have this operation name or something. So for now I will just remove this project one. Project may be useful, but in our case our distinct is doing the job for us, so it will give me the list of the application. And let's make the location also. So this is where I can get the list of the unique logged in, who all logged in at what all location. So right now if you want to arrange something, so let's say let's try to arrange this way. So I have rearranged. So first hopefully we'll get the user display name, user principal name, and where all this particular user logged in. So now okay, you submitted this report to your lead. Now there could be another requirement. Your lead said just find out for one particular user whose name is, say whose name is Keshav Jain, has lot of IDs. Okay, whose name is Miriam Graham. So you want to find out where, at what all location Miriam Graham logged in. So we have this name. Okay, so now we have to start it again. I mean, this way can help you in finding out, but we will do from the query. So now we have to write some other operator. So let's assume we don't know about any operator. So what you have to do is you can again start your things, but let's write down the name of the user from for whom we want to search. So what I will do is I'm again starting my search. So I will just go to the sign in logs, and here you can see one very good thing that's called filter. Filter can help you in building your own queries. So what we have to do is we have to find out by name of the user. So let's say, okay, we have this user identity is there, or we don't have the username. So let's do it with the help of the identity. So I will select uh, this one, Mariam Graham, and just click on apply and run. So this is going to apply the where operator. So these are the location where Mariam Graham logged in. So let's this is again lot of data, so we can again apply the distinct. We just want to know about the distinct thing, so we will apply this one, distinct, and apply this one. So he just logged in on this particular location. Now requirement could be a one more requirement that we want to find out uh, about the list of the we just want to find out which all user logged into the Azure portal in last 7 days. So we know like the sign in logs have the information about everything about all the login activity. So we will run the sign in logs, and let's again make use of the filter. You have to click on this three dots to get something. So we will click on the filter, and we just want to find out who all logged into the Azure portal. So let's select Azure portal, and our where query will be, this will automatically generate our where query. So click on this one, and here it has generated the where. Now we want to log in about distinct user display name and user principal name. So this will give me information about these two fields, but now we are submitting the report. So if we have three column like app display name, we know we are only searching for the Azure portal, so we only have two results where we can get the Azure portal name. So this way we have three different reports. Let's rearrange it. I want to put Azure portal first, comma. These all are quite case sensitive. You have to be very careful with the spellings and with the cases. So this will tell me these two user just logged into the Azure portal. So yeah, I mean this is the approach actually you can build upon, and obviously there are a lot of example over available over the GitHub library. So you can write this one Azure Sentinel, something like this table, and just use this keyword GitHub. It will tell you, it will take you to the libraries where you can find out lot of hunting queries, lot of example. So once you know about the basic, you can make use of these all hunting queries. These hunting queries are used for finding out anything. So let's just take one example about anything, just an example. So this is the query. Oh, it's a very big query. Let's not use them. Actually there will be a very big queries. Let's take this one. Okay, now from here we can just take this query and just go and post it in our Azure Sentinel. You can read about this hunting this query over the Active Directory to sign in and find out like whatever is written. You can just write this query and run this query. Okay, no result for the last 7 days, and then let's no result. So maybe where okay, let's select this one. So you can just select the statement and say contain this one, and because we are just searching for this event ID result type 50126, so let's find out what all distinct results we have. So let this query written here, and we will just make use of the distinct result type, result result description, user user principal name, and let's the app display name. So what are the basic things? So what is the result description? User did not pass the MFA. So there could be something, you got a requirement that you have to search for the MFA. uh, just search for which all users are using the MFA. You can start, okay, start something like search MFA and find out which all tables have the entry for the MFA. So let's do like distinct dollar tables which contains the information about the MFA. So these two contain, and now you want to read more about this one, you want to find out the right table. So let's copy this name and then do the search Google Azure Sentinel plus table about this IAD non-interactive login. So this is giving, what is this, what we want is or this AAD non-interactive login. So this is something can be used, this article can give you a data or anything. This AAD non-interactive, this is the name of the table, non-interactive Azure activity login, what all things will be there. You can find out about each and every field, spend some time in reading it, understand what you want, what you try to do. And this way, I mean, this is just an approach how I use it. I start with the search operator, and then distinct is the operator which I love. And like if you are new, you don't know how to format the queries, you can try to apply the filter operation. I mean, you are very basic and you want to find out at least something, then you can use this approach to start your day. And maybe like once you find the information, you can keep reading about it, and then you can build your own logic. Once your logic is built up, then you can go to any advanced courses, and then you can do the things. So yeah, I talked about approach. I hope uh, you you will learn from my approach, or you will try to apply my approach. So if you like the video, just click on the like button. If you want to subscribe, do subscribe. If you want to have any further comment, then do comment. I will try to respond to it. So yeah, that's all. So thanks a lot for watching this video. Thank you.